The next match, AEW has no monopoly on not knowing how to book shit, and I can't believe that they couldn't pull this off. But some way or another, they got Rhea Ripley in a situation where she is in a handicap match against Robert Stone, who is now the heel manager, right, putting a stable together, and his girl that he already has, Aliyah. And if Rhea Ripley loses this match, then she has to join up with Robert Stone. Okay. This has happened over the last couple months. We haven't been watching NXT. But here we go. This shouldn't have been this difficult. If they're going to do this kind of stipulation, if they're going to have a guy that's a heel manager putting a sports stable together, whatever the fuck, these parts are not difficult, but apparently nobody knows how to tell these people how to play these parts. Rhea Ripley, by the way, will start off with, as always, looks like somebody. She's different. What a fucking star. The facials, the smile, the fucking, just the entrance with the big hacksaw Duggan foot stomp, the body language, and she works like a guy. She knows what she's doing. She's a natural. So I obviously am not against the idea of having manager matches in this situation. And obviously the manager and this girl Aliyah, who's smaller, would need to be a handicap match, but they didn't even work the fucking handicap match right. They're still, the team is still supposed to be tagging, and the manager, he's trying to do the pussy manager bit. And believe me, I know this one better than anybody. Now, I stole all my stuff from Heenan and Jimmy Hart and blah, blah, blah. He's got a better body than anybody on the AEW roster. This fucking guy, he's like, what, 5% body fat? He's fucking tan. He's got a hell of a chest spread. His legs are fucking tiny. They might break off and stick up his ass one of these days. But he starts playing, in quotation marks, playing wimp manager by being obviously silly, and then takes first bump of the match, a funny bump on purpose. And you can tell. And then the girl starts heat on Ripley right away. This was completely ass backwards. The whole idea is Aliyah starts with Rhea Ripley. And Rhea Ripley, because she's bigger and a baby face and a better wrestler, she bumps her around until Aliyah wants some relief and tries to tag out. But Stone ain't having none of it. He's giving her some coaching, but he ain't tagging. Then the people, such as they are there, start getting on his ass and wanting him to fucking tag in. And his fucking girl takes another few bumps and goes back and he won't tag. And she's getting pissed. And Ripley takes over again. And finally, the girl gets fucking bumped ass over tea kettle and runs over and tags fucking Stone before he knows what's going on. Oh, shit. Now Ripley gets her fucking hands on him, jerks him into the goddamn ring. Now he's trying to get away because he's a coward. He's gutless. He's a dickless chicken shit heel manager. Of course, he looks like a fucking buffed, ripped bodybuilder, but we're going to ignore that for the time being. And he tries to get out, and she pulls him back in, and she goes to do something big, but that's when the goddamn heel girl cuts her off from behind. And then the heel girl gets the heat. And the guy comes in to do something once or twice that backfires. He misses an elbow or can't do a move, or she fires up on him, gets him by the neck. And each time, the other girl, the heel girl, cuts her off until finally he wants to put fucking Rhea away. He's legal. And goddamn, something fucking happens, and Rhea makes a comeback and then gets to bump the fucking heel manager a time or two. And then, since the babyface is going over in this match anyway, then beat the fucking manager. But instead, this was all backwards, and the girl got on Rhea right away, and then Rhea would fucking come back out from under. And at one point, did you see Ripley chases the manager, and the manager does a dive over the top rope to the floor and misses and is not carried out on a stretcher, showing that he can do all the shit that the boys can do. If you got a pussy heel manager, he needs to look physically like a lump of shit like I did. And he needs to be convincing that he's a clueless putz that doesn't know what he's doing, like I was. And then finally, Aliyah would stop Rhea Ripley or whatever the fuck. They go to a break. When they came back, to the second segment of this. Stone and Aliyah both had a submission hold on Rhea Ripley at the same time right in front of the referee. The referee's allowing it. They're not only not doing tags, but they're just allowed to just do that, which makes the referee look like an idiot and makes the match look stupid. Even if it's supposed to be two in the ring at the same time, you're getting no heat. You're doing it blatantly out in the open. If you rob a bank and nobody tries to stop you, does anybody give a shit whether you get away or not? The fucking urgency is created by the fucking cops trying to get you to fucking stop. Anyway, horrible match, completely backwards. Stone is horrible at doing any kind of manager shit. Rhea Ripley made a comeback and they tried to get too contrived. I love her shit, but there was a lot of awkward shit where she was throwing Aliyah into Stone. And I don't know if she ever really did just fucking bump Stone the way she should have directly, but then she got her fucking, which this was cool, she got her leg cloverleaf on both of them and got a double tap out. So she stood tall in the end and beat the fuck out of both of them and got a double tap out, but it actually could have been, it was a waste of Rhea Ripley. It could have been better if they'd have got some heat on the heel manager during the match to see her finally get her hands on him. And secondly, unless they just don't give a fuck about this Aliyah, she didn't really need to beat both of them. She could have beaten him, saved the fucking other girl. But I have you ever seen anybody worse at trying to be an ineffective, physically ineffective, unthreatening heel manager and at the same time show everybody that that's exactly what he was trying to do, was trying to be on purpose a physically ineffective pussy heel manager?
They should have put him in a bodysuit like you used to wear so you wouldn't see how cut he was.
Oh my God, yes. They should have fucking put a fat suit on him where he'd look flabby or something, but goddamn. It was people who have heard tales of spots that fucking they would do in manager matches back before they were born, and they tried to put that together. It was fucking rotten. Fucking rotten. I love Rhea Ripley. She deserves better than that.
I don't know why they're booking her into this kind of program. They built up WrestleMania. It was her and Charlotte.
Yeah.
My favorite match at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And I think since then she's been in this weird feud with Robert Stone and his group of wrestlers. Why? I mean, why are, they have so many women on that roster. They could do something better with Rhea Ripley than this.
Hopefully she didn't piss somebody off and they're trying to fucking get even with her, but goddamn.